Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Cooper and I am enrolled in the DNP Adult Gero Acute Care Nurse Practitioner program here at UAMS. Today, in fulfillment of the Healthcare App project and presentation for Healthcare Informatics, I will discuss my use and analysis of MediSafe, a healthcare smartphone application. Today I will provide a brief introduction before discussing the app in detail. I will then discuss its ease of use and applicability to practice, and end with recommendations for improvement. Let's dive into a brief introduction of the app and why I chose it. MediSafe is a medication management app that was created by two brothers in 2012 after their father accidentally administered an additional dose of insulin. The app aims to help individuals track and manage their medications to improve adherence, optimize outcomes, and increase medication safety. I chose this app for its potential to improve medication adherence, health outcomes, and patient safety. It is reported that 50% of the population taking prescription medications do not adhere to the regimen. Medication non-adherence is associated with adverse health outcomes, including increased hospitalizations and mortality, making it a topic worth addressing. Let's talk more about the app itself. From vitamins, herbals, over-the-counter and prescription medications to as-needed and complicated dosing schedules, MediSafe provides a solution to manage it all. Not only does MediSafe allow the user to track and manage their medications, it also allows a user to track family medications, including pets, all within one app. A user can assign a med friend who will receive a notification via email, text, or call if the user does not record a medication as taken at the designated time. The app also allows for the tracking of over 90 other measurements such as weight, glucose, cholesterol, blood pressure, and SpO2. The app will also notify the user if two or more medications may interact adversely. This is especially helpful when more than one provider is prescribing medications. Managing medications from multiple providers can be difficult, and at times, patients may not remember to alert one provider when changes are made by another provider. This safety feature alerts the user to contact their providers with these potential interactions. The app can also send the user advance notice of upcoming appointments and medication refill reminders. The Resource Center is available as well and provides additional information on common diseases. In reading reviews, healthcare providers have responded positively to using the app. Medication compliance has increased in practices where providers have recommended that using the app to their patients. The app's ability to generate a medication adherence report provides valuable information that providers appreciate. The app is well received by patients as well, who reported that it improves their understanding of their medication and provides greater feelings of organization. The app is free, and patients have reported their intent to continue using it. My goals in using the app were to improve adherence to my medications and supplements and ensure medication safety. In balancing my schedule for my career, studies, and personal life, I was beginning to struggle with adhering to my regimen. Even though I would leave my supplements on the counter or carry them to work, I would still overlook them or forget to take them. The interaction checker also appealed to me with my multiple supplements, and I was hoping this feature would provide me with peace of mind and help me avoid harmful combinations. To begin, I found the app was very easy to use. The steps in adding a medication were very thorough. As an example, I added my levothyroxine and it asked me several details surrounding the medication, as you can see in the photos on this slide. While exploring the app, I also tested key features such as reminders and MedFriend. The reminders were prompt and persistent, but could also be customized. If I received a reminder notification while I was occupied, I could snooze the notification to remind me again at another time of my choosing. The MedFriend feature was easy to activate. I set myself up as a MedFriend to test the feature, and if I did not mark a medication as taken, it would alert the MedFriend. I did encounter a challenge in using the medication scanning feature. This caused me to have to enter my information manually, which could be daunting for those less tech savvy or with an extensive medication list. I appreciate how the app helped me achieve my adherence goals. I do not enjoy taking multiple pills at one time, so I was able to create a custom dosing schedule for my supplements around my typical work and meal schedule. Using the app was helpful by sending me a notification on my phone to alert me to take them. The dose reminders I set for these times motivated me to comply. I also felt empowered by the greater control I had over my health. Let's talk more about the ease in using the app. Was this app easy to use? Yes, it was. The MediSafe app's clean interface made its use simple and uncomplicated. I would expect users of all tech levels to be able to navigate the app. Setting up reminders and adding medications was straightforward. The homepage display of my medications was visually appealing, showing which medications to take and when. One study suggests that the app's user-friendliness, ability for customization and personalized reminders, support from healthcare professionals, passive data collection, and financial costs influence adherence. Therefore, if I had a patient hesitant on using the app, I would begin by acknowledging the patient's concerns, providing reassurance, and also reiterating the purpose of its use to improve their health and safety. It would be important to remind the patient that the app is free. I would highlight the app's simplicity by discussing its user-friendliness, step-by-step instructions for setup, and ease of personalization, such as automated reminders and medication scanning features. A hands-on demonstration to set up the app would be helpful in easing any hesitancy. I would mention the MedFriend feature as a person to support and help them use the app, and direct the patient to resources within the app or online for help or directions. Now let's discuss using the app in daily practice. Yes, I would recommend this app to my patients. Evidence shows that medication management apps like MediSafe increase medication adherence. MediSafe is simple and makes complex regimens manageable. The app is interactive, which can empower patients to take an active role in their health. The reports feature allows the patient to share data with their provider, which improves communication and collaboration. This type of collaboration between the nurse and patient improves outcomes and creates a positive healthcare experience, which fulfills the expectations of Domain 6 for the graduate level nurse. It is also free and accessible to anyone who has a smartphone. Lastly, let's review my suggestions for improvement. Improving the Scan Your Med feature would be my first suggestion. The feature was inconsistent and unsuccessful in adding a single medication or supplement for me. Occasionally, it would sense the name of the medication or the strength, but never all the information I presented. This leaves the user with having to manually input all their medications, which can be time-consuming and increases the risk of errors. I would also suggest a more robust drug interaction checker to provide users with information on adverse interactions and side effects. Older adults treated with polypharmacy have an increased risk of experiencing adverse drug interactions, which lead to preventable hospitalizations and increased mortality and costs, making this feature essential for medication safety. In fact, of all emergency department visits in the United States in 2004 and 2005, adults 65 years and older accounted for 25.3% of visits for adverse drug interactions and 48.9% of adverse drug interactions that required hospitalization. The app did not provide me with any interactions other than a warning for alcohol with acetaminophen and food intake around levothyroxine. However, according to drugs.com, a moderately clinically significant interaction exists between omega-3 and other medications known to impair blood clotting ability, such as over-the-counter medicines like aspirin and ibuprofen, common herbal medications like dandelion, evening primrose, ginger, and ginkgo, and of course prescription medications such as Plavix or warfarin. Even after I added ibuprofen 800 milligrams and these herbals as medications that I take, it did not warn me of any potential interactions with their use. Suppose a patient did not report the use of these vitamins, herbals, and OTC medications to their physician. In that case, they are at a heightened risk of adverse effects, meaning the app could be better at educating its users on interactions that may exist to encourage them to discuss this with their provider. This slide includes the references for the information I presented. Thank you for your time and attention during this presentation on Medisafe.